and I saw a bunch of people I wanted to talk to. Let them know what's going on with Robert C. Peters. Look, look, look. Oh shit. Robert's in a hospital bed. What the hell, Robert? Well, Robert is having his feet operated on. Yeah. Good God, man. As you probably are well aware, excuse me, back in August, diabetes made it so I had to have my big toe on my right foot amputated. And his partner right next to him, the index toe, if you will, on the right foot, started to take on the pressure and kind of curled, and the tippy was taking more abuse than it should. Got a boo-boo on the end of it, and that boo-boo wasn't healing very well. So the foot doctor poked at it a little bit and gave me some iodine and bandages and said, take care of it. Next thing I know, it gets all icky looking. So I go back and I see him again. He says, Robert, we got to take the tip of that off. It's gonna get in. It is infected just a little bit, and if that infection gets down into the bone, you're in trouble. So, to make a long story short, it got into the bone. So they took off a little more of that index finger toe on my right foot, and he did that on Monday. He lopped off just the tip of it. He sewed it up real good. He says, come back Friday. He put a dressing on it, tightened it up real good, and said, leave it alone. Don't mess with my dressing. Don't get it wet, and I'll see you on Friday. And I said, by the way, doctor, that procedure that you did back in August, I love you to pieces, but I ain't got a cent from California short-term disability yet. I don't know what I did wrong. He says, really? So he gets on the computer, his fingers were like lightning. He's talking to EDD, California State Disability. And, hi guys. And he says, I'm going to get you your money. And come back, see me on Friday. Let me know if you've resolved the money issue, and I want to take a look at their foot again. So I'm like, okay. And come back on Friday, which was, what is today, Saturday, which was yesterday. He opened up the bandage, looks down at my foot, and it was big around, like almost as big as my thumb. It was swollen up and grody looking, kind of looked like a big ass sausage. He's like, oh. He started cutting in and digging around in there, and he says, you got an abscess right there. We got to put you in the hospital here. We run some antibiotics through you and make sure that it didn't go sepsis. Because when they took my big toe back in August, it went sepsis, and the sepsis got into my bloodstream. And from August 8th through all the way through September 23rd, I was in the hospital for 6 days after they took off the big toe. We knew that was going to happen, but it went sepsis, got into my bloodstream, and they were able to send me home. But for the next several weeks until the 23rd of September, I had a sling around my neck with a little pouch, kind of like a fanny pack. And every 24 hours, I had to take that little antibiotic, super duper antibiotic, and change it out. And that antibiotic went into my bloodstream via into my right arm and then around straight into my heart and flushed out my system. Kind of like, if you can picture the antibiotic being a cop. It got into my bloodstream, and it was a cop chasing that sepsis around, making sure that the sepsis didn't rob a store or something within my body and set up anywhere and screw me up. I got lucky. It did not. The antibiotic worked quite well and took care of business. Anyway, they didn't want this to happen again with this index finger toe, if you will, on my right foot. So right currently, I'm in the hospital, same hospital that I had before. I'm at the VA because I'm a veteran. And on Monday, after running antibiotics through my system for the whole weekend, on Monday, they're going to lop off the rest of that index toe on my right foot. And instead of having 10 toes, I will now have 8. I think when all this is done, I'm going to put a tattoo right there that says, went to market. You know, this little piggy went to market, this little piggy came home, this little piggy had... That's just funny. Telling the story, Michael. So, yeah, on Monday, they're going to have that operation, and I should be able to go home either Monday or Tuesday because they'll... got an itch. They'll stitch it up and bandage it up, and I'll probably go back a week later, and they'll check the stitches, and everything will be just fine and dandy once they get this damn infected toe out of here. Anyway, I'm also going to show off what I've been doing while I'm sitting in my hospital bed. Now, I'm an artist. If you check my... Hello, Mandy. I'll be okay. Seriously. And I'll be watching your lives because I like watching you mess around with your ducks and your chickens because you're like Dr. Doolittle. You're so funny. I'm an artist, and my wife was kind enough to bring me my sketch book. I want to kind of... I don't have a tripod. Please forgive me. But I want to show you some of these pictures. I've been giving them away to my medical staff. The nurses come in and I show off pictures and I give them, if they want one, I just pull it out and give it to them. Look at this stuff. This, at the beginning they're kind of wonky, but they get better toward the end of the book, if you will. Look at him. Here's another one. Oh, kind of funny. Oh, it looks like a sippy cup. Here you go. He's like, hello. Oh, shit. Oh, it's Matt. Oh, you're Mandy, not Maddie. My bad. But I know you too. Hello. Here's another one. And another one. They get better. I promise. If I had a tripod, this would be easy, but I don't. Damn. There you go. Mr. Frog's having his morning coffee. Oh, shit. There you go. You know, there's nothing worse than a mad chili pepper. Okay, here's where, in my humble opinion, it starts getting good. I started doing these little houses. You know what? I'm going to switch this around so I'm pointing it at the book. You're not going to see me, but you'll hear me. There's this wonky foot. I'm not going to show you that because that's just gross. Okay, here we go. Little house. Kind of cool. Kind of reminds me of the Weasley place from Harry Potter. And then I drew this just to be funny. After they took my big toe, I can hang 9. Now I'm down to 8. Jiminy Christmas, please don't go further than that. Oh, here you go. You like mushroom houses? Check that out. Oh, chili pepper, Mandy. You know, I do remember you now, Mandy. But I'm on a phone, so it's hard for me to read who's who and what you're even saying. But thank you for being here, and please hit the like. Look at the octopus. Look at the octopus. You know, we could chop him up and have some. You ever had octopus? It's yummy. Weirdly satisfying. Oh, look. He's going to attack this ship right here. Check him out. You like the octopus? Cool. Hey, you know what? Get up in my my channel is my email address. Mandy, if you drop your address, I'll send you that octopus for nothing. Ain't gonna charge you for it. Cracking. I'll give it to you. If you give me your address, I'll mail it to you. In fact, do you have a sticker? We can trade stickers. I'll give you a sticker and a picture of my octopus. This little guy's a wino. And here's his dad. No, I really will, Mandy. Give me your address. My email is in my my account. If you go to the bottom of my account, it shows my email address. Oh, look at these guys. They're all sitting around playing banjos and hitting the moonshine. It's just funny. A friend of mine who lives up the hill from me had a nice picture of her property. And I looked at that picture and I drew from looking at that picture. It's easier for me if I look at a picture than for me to pull it out of my mind, because I can see it in my mind, but I can't take it from my mind to the paper as well as I would like to. This one's kind of cool. Kind of a, I don't know what you even call it. It's kind of a ship, but not a ship. Weird looking. Here you go. Little lighthouse. Okay. Oh, look at it. Oh, monster. Breaking through the pages. Oh, look out. Scorpion. Here's another house. See, I'm getting better toward the back of the sketchbook. This one took me about 2 hours. Lighthouse with a boat. This one, little hobbit house. You know, I think this is Bilbo's vacation home. His retirement house. Oh, here's another one. I like this one better. This is one of my favorites here. And then added some color. Thank you, Spike. Hey, if you want one, let me know which one. Let me know which one catches your eye. I'll rip it out of here and mail it to you. If you get into my, give me your address, and I will send you one for free, because I love you, man. I love you, man. And then there was an artist, or probably still is, named Don Martin. He used to draw for Mad Magazine, and I dig him. So I do some of his style caricatures. I can't take credit for these. I did draw these, but it's his characters. Don Martin from Mad Magazine. Oh, dude, I think he got it. I think he got a booger on every finger. Ah, here we go. More rat fink. I'll definitely send you one. Get up in my my account and toward the bottom of the front page of my account, you can get up in there, and there's links, and there's also a link to my email. If you put your address in my email, I will send you one. Uh, uh, Mandy said she wanted the octopus that was earlier. I don't even know if you saw that, Spike. So she's going to get the octopus. If she writes that in the email that she wants that, she's got first dib on the octopus. But any of these other ones, man, you want one? I'll send it to you. Here's another fink. He has some color to him. Now this one, I was in Japan when I was in the Navy. I was stationed on the USS Midway aircraft carrier out of Yokosuka, Japan. So when I saw this picture, I'm like, oh, that's bitchin'. That's like a samurai holding his sword. And that's cool. So I did it, and it turned out better than I thought, but not as good as I would like. Here's another house. I don't know if this one's finished. I don't think I finished this one. That's kind of hanging there. That needs to be finished there. Here's one. This one is finished. You can just picture a little old man stepping out of there saying, "What do you want? Get off of my property." Or little old lady saying, "Hello, sweetheart. Would you like some cookies and milk?" Hell yeah. And then this, this one is unique. And the reason this one's unique is I did this one entirely from my head, because I had been doing the other ones, and I thought, you know what? I'm not going to look at a picture for this one. I'm going to see if I can just do it and see if it turns out all right. It's got some problems to it, but for the most part, I think it looks pretty dang good. And I'm like, dang, check out that tree. Anyway, this one here, I was looking at a picture. I was thinking it'd be really cool to do like a little cafe, a little place where you can sit at the table, have yourself some coffee, go inside if you want, and get yourself a muffin, and kind of a little country scene. And here you go. I think that's the last of it. Yeah, buddy. And that's about it for what's going on in my life. Flip this back so you can see me. You came in a little late, so you didn't hear the story. It's a pen which is very unforgiving. Well, you get away with pencil drawings, I think. Yeah, I find if I do pencil drawings, I tend to do a lot of erasing. And thank you, Mandy. If I start doing erasing, it messes with my head, because I want to just get it down quickly. And if I use a pen, I concentrated on it more, because the pen is more permanent, and I know that if I make a wrong move, then I've got to figure out a way to use the pen to fix my wrong move. It's not easy. And for whatever reason, I slow down, and I'm better drawing with a pen, if that makes sense, because my mind thinks, don't screw it up, Robert. When I do it with a pencil, I'm a little more, comme ça. Like, I just don't give a shit if it turns out right or not. And they just suck. And I don't know. That's how I roll. I totally understand. You do? Good. Because it's hard to explain. Because I was using stuff that in fact, way at the very beginning, when I was doing my sticks, my walking sticks, I would draw it on with pencil, and then I would go back over it with a pen, and it took forever, because I didn't like the way this line was, and I would erase it, and it just sucked. And finally I said, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to pull a pen and just draw. And as soon as I did that, bam, my ability to draw better increased tenfold. all of a sudden, I could draw Scooby-Doo almost dead on. And I step back and I look at him like, wait a minute, did I draw that? Holy shit. And it just blew up on me. Jesus touched me on the forehead and said, dude, he doesn't talk like that, by the way. Well, maybe he does. He says, dude, you're going to make money doing this, son. Keep the Spirit of the Lord in your heart, and I'm going to take you places. Next thing I know, I can draw just about anything, any cartoon character I want to. You know, Spike, I swear, I've sold about 200 walking sticks. I've given away a lot. So within that 200, about, some of them where I just give them away, or I sell them for pennies on the dollar. But for the most part, I was getting $50 a piece for them suckers. I've sold about 200 of them. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Cost me about, let's see, the dowel cost about $6. The paracord I can usually get between $1 and $5, enough to wrap one stick. And then the little stoppers, I get like 20 of them for $11, something like that. So my profit margin is pretty damn good. I sell it for $50, and people don't even blink. How much you want for this one, man? $50. Oh, all right, real cool. Rat Fink sold like crazy. Scooby-Doo, The Grinch, Marvin the Martian sold like hotcakes. But when I did Rat Fink, it was like a tug of war. There were so many people wanted Rat Fink, it was silly. But the first person that came up with $50, he got that sucker, and he bought a pipe too. So I ended up getting $80 out of that guy. $50 for the stick, $30 for the pipe, $80, and he was happy as a clam. Yeah, I've done the flex. No, man. In fact, at home right now, I have 2 sticks waiting to be decorated, and I'm wondering what to put on them. So if you got any good ideas, let me know, because I've done just about everything. And there's some that I should do again. Tweety Bird. Holy smokes, the women love. I love your pipes, dude. I see the one you sent Grumpy. Yeah. Hey, you smoke? I'll send you a pipe. You want a pipe? Shit. I got some good pipes. I am all about skulls, ravens, and dark stuff. Are you? I haven't done that yet, but I could. Most of my pipes are up in cool. Now, you've probably heard me say again and again, hell yeah, I smoke every day. You know what? Drop your address to my email. I'm going to send you a pipe. You deserve a pipe, Spike. God damn, dude, I didn't know you smoked. See, I don't. I just make the pipes. But they've got a 9-hole glass bowl on them. And I've been told they're sweet. I got a couple. I might be able to send you one right away, or I can get up to Cool and grab a different one. And anyway, I gave you a pipe. I'll give you a picture. I'll send you stuff. Love you, baby. You're like me. You do art through pain, made in pain. We're like brothers. Hell, I'm in pain right now. Well, look at me. I'm in a fucking hospital bed. But I'm not taking it. No, I'm not going to do any narcotics. I told him, stick that in your belly button and spin. I'm on, about every 6 hours, I'm taking Tylenol and ibuprofen, just regular dosages. Randy. Oh, giving me hearts. Oh, God bless you, sweetheart. Says, nah, I'll buy one, Robert. You took the time to create it. Least I can do. Oh my God, dude. Wow. Whew. Tell you what, get into my email so that we can communicate better. And in fact, maybe even drop your phone number, and I'll text you so we can, or something or other. I don't know. We'll talk, okay? I would love to get some money for it, but I'll give it to you if you want it. Either way, however you're comfortable, okay? Seriously. Yeah. Good God, man. Love you to pieces. Whew. And yeah, it does take a little time, true. And I am an artist, and that's why I do it. It's for the money, but dude, you're one of my favorite peeps, for God's sakes. We generated money so that you could have a wheelchair, get out in the wilderness, and go see God again. Hell yeah. Well, you can see God anywhere, but you get out into the wilderness, and he shines like a big old shiny penny. He's like, la. Oh, I don't know if you've heard it before or not. I work at Home Depot. I'm a cashier. I'm up front. And as you can see, I talk my ass off. And I'm a veteran, so I have to ask I'm talking to veterans. And what was I going to say? Shucks. Oh, they're always asking me, dude, how come you're always so cheery, man? I love coming through your line. I love talking to you, Robert. You're always so cheery. You're on top of the world all the time. How come? I look them dead in the eye and I say, there's 3 things about me, boys and girls. I'm highly medicated. I'm highly caffeinated. And I got Jesus in my heart. Dude, I'm bulletproof. And it's my goal in life to be a lighthouse. Like Wowie says. I mean, Wowie hit the nail on the head. He says, be a lighthouse. Do it to it. And he sent me one of those round to-its. Oh, I'm telling you what, man. That is my philosophy. I want people happy. I want to show the world. Sorry, it chokes me up. I want to show the world the love of Jesus without pounding them with scripture, without being a Bible thumper. No. I want to be like Jesus. I don't want to drown people in scripture. That's just, I mean, I can tell you about scripture if you want to know about scripture, but I would much rather you, I would much rather you feel the love of God through me. Just feel happy about life because I've done something to touch you to the point where you're just like, damn, Robert's cool. What is it about Robert? Why is he always glow? Why is he always so on top of the world? Why is he so damn friendly? Jesus, baby. Jesus. Okay? Whew. Sorry. Oh, did you really? You worked at Home Depot? Oh, that's cool as hell. Oh, did you like it? I don't know. Sorry, guys. It's the best culture of any place I've ever been. Seriously, the best culture. Everybody there's awesome. And you know what, Mandy? The office party's tomorrow, and I'm tied up here. I'm sending my wife, because I was going to take my wife. I'm sending my wife to go to the office party. She's going to be up in there talking to my friends, my coworkers, eating good, and then hopefully they give her a ticket to the raffle. I hope she wins something cool. They give away big prizes. Oh my God, guys. Last year, there was about 15 prizes, and every single one of them was valued over $1,000. They gave away a kayak. They gave away a full computer system, including speakers and printer. Oh my God, guys. A large screen TV. I'm in a big-ass flat screen TV. Insane, but I'm going to be tied up right here in this goddamn bed. But it's fun here. I get to talk to y'all. Oh, man, can I ask you why you're in the hospital? Oh, I'm sorry, you missed that. Spike. In August, diabetes screwed up my toe. My big toe on my right foot had to be amputated because it was just whack. And no biggie. We took care of that. However, it went sepsis, and that sepsis got into my bloodstream. So on August 8th, they took my big toe, and I didn't get to go back to work until September 23rd. I was in the hospital for 6 days, and then they sent me home, and I had a nurse that would come by a couple times a week, and a physical therapist that came by on about once a week. And I was able to go back to work on the 23rd of September. Everything was granddaddy. And then recently, why I'm in here now, is the toe that's right next to it, the index finger, if you would, on the right foot, right next to where the big toe was, started taking the weight of what the big toe used to do. And kind of like this, kind of bent like that. And the tippy got abraded and got sore and got screwed up. And the very tip, maybe the first knuckle, if you will, of that index toe, got infected. So the doctor said, "Hey, we're going to take the very tip of that big toe, and I'm gonna stitch it up." And this was Monday, and last Monday. And he says, "I'm going to have you come back on Friday. We're going to check your dressings. Everything should be fine and dandy." I come back on Friday, what is today, Saturday? Yesterday, he opened up the dressing, looks down, and goddamn, that sucker was as big as a sausage. It had blown up like a sausage. And it had an abscess down in it. Just fucked up. And he's like, "Oh, okay." And he poked around at it, and he squeezed it, and it was just gross. And he says, "I got to take you and put you in the hospital again, Robert. I'm sorry. But you're going to be in the hospital until Monday. We're going to pump you through with antibiotics. And come Monday, we're going to take that sucker completely off. We're going to seal it up good, and you should be good to go. We should be able to get you back to work by the first part of the year," which we had planned doing by taking off that little tip, but now they have to take off the whole thing. So right now, yeah, fuck, brother, that sounds bad. No, not really. I got neuropathy in my feet. I don't feel diddly squat. Oh, good gracious. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm fine. And they're treating me. Oh my God. I'm a veteran, Spike. They're treating me like a king. I get to eat. I get to watch TV. I get to sketch in my sketchbook. My wife brought my charger for my phone. I get to talk to y'all. I get to relax. I got my fat ass laying in bed, feeling like a king. Yeah, buddy. I'm on leave of absence from Home Depot. They're taking care of me there. And like I was telling Mandy and whoever else was listening, my podiatrist was concerned because I hadn't received any money from short-term disability yet for my surgery back in August. And he's like, "What? You're kidding me." So he got on the computer, and boy, that guy couldn't type. He went, brrrt, brrrt, brrrt. I'm like, holy shit. And he was talking to EDD, California Short-Term Disability. And he says, "We're going to get you your money." Last night and this morning, I checked my email. I got an email from California State Disability. You're not going to believe this shit. I'm going to be getting a check for all of the back pay they owe me. Substantial. Oh, $5,800. I'm like, God damn. God damn. For me, that's, I don't know about you, but I mean, well, for everybody, that's the $5,800. Do you have any idea how many dollar menu meals I can get off? No, I'm kidding. But it's a god, because we've got stuff that we need to get, like everybody does. Our oven, get this, and oh my God, back up a little bit. I think I said, I was a cook on the USS Midway aircraft carrier. We were stationed in Yokosuka, Japan, and aircraft carrier. I was cooking for 4,700 people. Well, there was lots of us cooking for them. 4,700 people. So I wasn't stirring a pot on the stove. I was stirring an 80-gallon copper kettle full of beans or whatever. And I was in charge of 8 of those 80-gallon copper kettles when I was cooking for the boys. I saw potential in me, moved me to officers, a little bit of food. Okay. While I was the officer, they wanted to move me to, see how years. So they bounce you around to different places to on board. They put me in the forward bake shop. Oh my goodness. And I'm cooking for the boys, 4,700 men on board. I'm cooking for the boys. And forward bake shop is sweets. We're making cakes, cookies, donuts, cinnamon rolls. On a daily basis, we made a lot of them. When a cookie order came through, you had to make 2,000 for the day. 2,000 of each kind of cookie. And usually we had maybe 3 different types of cookies. And then we had cakes. So we had to make several sheet pans of cakes. Cinnamon rolls, good gracious. So many, it makes you silly. But what I'm getting at is we had a dependence cruise. Now, we were in Yokosuka, Japan. And, excuse me, a dependence cruise, you bring the women and children on board if they want to come, and you take them out into Tokyo Bay. We were an aircraft carrier, so we took all of our planes, put them in the air, and had an air show. Now we got all these people on board. They get hungry. We had to feed them a continental breakfast, which means coffee and donuts and cinnamon rolls. Me and a crew of 7 others, I was in charge, so 8 of us, for that one cruise, made 40,000 donuts. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. A fucking lot of donuts. Cake donuts, yeast donuts. Wait. We were like Krispy Kreme, baby. We had a shitload of donuts. And then another time during my enlistment, I was on there for 4 years. I was a mess management specialist. Mess was food. Management had to do with taking care of barracks, staterooms. That's what we did. So I did that for a while. I took care of staterooms that were the bedrooms basically for the pilots. And yes, they're just as cocky as in the movie Top Gun. I swear to God, these guys are crazy. Fun to party with. But when they're on board ship, stay out of their way because they're serious about their job and they're just flipping like college kids. Nuts. They liked me because I was a yes man. And they just loved me. And they put me upstairs and I got to cook for flag. What that means is you're cooking for the high-ranking officers. In fact, the admirals had their own private chefs, but I got to help cook for 2 different admirals while I was on board the Midway aircraft carrier. Rear Admiral Brown and Rear Admiral McCarthy. At 2 different times during my enlistment, I got to cook for them. Now, one of them, I don't remember which one it was friends with Thai royalty. So Thai royalty came on board, came straight to the officers' mess, had a little powwow behind closed doors with the high-ranking officers, and then we got to feed them. I got to feed Thai royalty. Who can say that? It was bitchin'. I don't remember what we fed them, but we were watching our P's and Q's. We wanted to make damn sure we gave them good stuff. Anyway, yeah, serious shit, man. Hey, please hit the like if you haven't already. And Mandy and Spike, get up in my email. Give me addresses. Tell me which one of them pictures you want. Let's do this. I'm gonna bow out. It's been 40 minutes. I just wanted to tell you all what's going on with Robert C. Peters. God bless you. Love you guys for coming and spending some time with me. Take care. I'm heading out. Bye.